We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll take this down to the 33. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hurts. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
That's good.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Hurts to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
At the 1-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Working to put a drive together. A play fake. Now Penix. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell.
Parker, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Ringo.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. They'll set up a throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The New York set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And the Jets, first down.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Motion to the left with Jennings. They'll go play action here with Penix. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw again is Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Looking to throw, Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Now Penix. They'll set up the screen for Hall. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Give to Barkley out of the gun. Dancing away at the 30. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was brought down by Andre Cisco. A 7-yard pickup.
From the 27, Hurts. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And down inside the 15 he goes. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Jets' 14-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
For the field goal of 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
And looking to throw, Penix. Under pressure, they got him again. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Penix. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
To Breece Hall. 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
They are going for it. Penix. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Here's a give to Barkley. And they'll get this down to the 10. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, able to avoid him. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And New York set to take the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To the air, Penix. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's good for a Jets.
They'll throw with Penix. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete.
Now back to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
There's Hall bringing in another one. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, CD, always a little extra